morning.
Good morning, everyone.
This is the Give Back with Eureka Edison.
I'm Michonne Carter Fogle. How y'all doing this morning? Hopefully
Hello.
everybody is doing good. Shout out to the people who have taken the time to find our podcast, to the people who have subscribed, to everyone who is just by chance coming up to our page. Take the time, go click the button, subscribe, like, do all those
Share,
things.
comment,
Please
do it
and
all.
thank you.
Thank you much.
Yeah. So,
So,
we back in this thing.
and today's topic is going to be a little sensitive, but it needs to be said. Because we have to talk about how some of you guys are coming to work dressed.
Let me tell you about that.
Ooh wee.
Sensitive as it may be, but what is it? My granny used to tell me, a hit dog may holler. So if this is coming up being really sensitive to you, then maybe you should look into what your attire is in the salon, and your
Reevaluate.
professional attire. Reevaluate some things.
Absolutely.
Don't just holler. React.
Well, I mean, because I think that you have to be conscious of who's all coming to the salon, right?
Yeah. You also have to be.
Not everybody is a 20-year-old middle-aged woman who is comfortable with skin.
True. And you also have to be conscious of the stylist that you work with, because if you work with stylists in different age groups, you would be cognizant of the fact that those different age groups would also have different ages of clients that, once again, may not be comfortable with a lot of skin.
With a lot of things, yeah. So typically, most salons, commission-based, even the cutteries, it is a solid black
with a work smock.
with a work smock at all times. And it's done purposely, though.
Yeah, knowing that now, going back and look at it, and I can understand why they make uniforms or even have dress codes, because when you allow people to express their creativity or whatever it may be that you express through your dress, sometimes it gets a little carried away.
And it's offensive to some people.
It is. And in the day where we want to be very sensitive to the fact that we don't want to body shame anyone, we don't want to make anyone feel less great than what they feel. However, there is sensitivities in the salon where you need to cover that thing up. Put it away.
Yeah.
We don't leave. Less is more. Leave more to our imagination. We okay with that. And your client is too.
Yeah, because I ain't the smallest, I ain't the biggest. I'd have been big, I'd have been small. I'm an in-between girl right now, and I still don't feel comfortable coming to work with anything showing, for the simple fact that we have clients that range from 6 all the way to 90 in here at any given day.
Yeah.
At any given day. And though they may not right out say something, you can see the shift in the chair. You can see the eye looking. Like, because I'm not going to lie, sometimes my clients, it's almost like we know and we lock our eyes with each other.
Yes.
Because you know us, we know how to communicate without saying anything.
Absolutely.
So those eye locks,
They count, and we know exactly what they're talking about. For me, I don't need you to be able to bend over and I see everything from your rooter to your tutor. Like, that's a go home situation. If I had the power to say, go home, put some clothes on. If you don't have a change of clothes, I remember in high school, my high school principal's name was Donna M. George. And baby, let me tell you, Miss George was one of them. She made sure that she's going to walk past you when that summer spring hit. If them fingertips was pats, and if you, go home.
meet your shorts.
Go home.
You had to go home.
In the days of Instagram models, in the days of more skin is more peelable, like it's ridiculous. You can save it for the outside.
Yeah.
Save it when you go play. When you go play with your friends, go put on your play clothes. Have some work clothes for her.
Yeah, we need some decorum within the salon. Like, there has to be a happy medium. Even if you are a fit girly, every day coming in, legs out, stomach out, it's not okay. First of all, you got to understand, you're working around chemicals and tools.
Hello. Girl, you burn that belly and guess what?
Chemicals and tools. And at that point, it would be self-caused, so there's nothing anybody can do for you. Like,
No.
you chose to wear a halter top, and then you have spilled bleach on your stomach. And I don't know if you've all had a chemical burn before, but it is not fun.
Oh, it's layers of skin being like layers being melted off to skin. Ugh.
And as women, we have all been burned by a hot coma too. Yeah. So imagine your belly being burned, or your legs, or your thighs, even hell, some of y'all even y'all's boobs. It is a true thing, and it definitely can happen. Sometimes you're in the salon, you're moving fast, everybody's busy. You might accidentally run into a coworker. Boom, you got a cup full of bleach. Now here it is down your boobs and your belly.
So, like, just thinking about what proper work attire would be. I mean, like we said, we're not the ones to write the book or to even make the mold on what proper work attire is. But what would we even look at it to? What would we consider proper work attire to be from top to bottom?
From top to bottom,
Yeah.
right? So as a bustier woman, because I'm very busty, I always tend to make sure, not only am I busty, I'm hippie. And I know that about myself, right? So I'm also a legging wearer. I wear leggings because they're cheap, and I bleach and I color, and I do all those things above. And I know that 9 times out of 10, you get bleach on your clothes. There's nothing you can do. It's ruined.
No turn back.
It's
None
ruined.
at all.
So I wear a lot of black leggings to the salon. But because I know my shape, I also make sure my shirts are oversized.
Love them.
And they are, even if they're crew neck, V neck, it's still appropriate to wear to work. And I'm not saying you got to come to work dressed like me. You can wear your slacks. You can wear your button downs. You can do that. However, for me personally, I feel like coming to work, you got to think, because you bending over, leaning in people's face, shampooing, right? 9 times out of 10, you standing behind the chair. And as a bustier woman, I tend to rub my boobs on people's shoulders and backs, not purposely, but because first of all, I'm 5'3".
My belly. My belly rubs.
I'm 5'3", so I'm not
Yeah.
as tall.
Yeah.
So a lot of times my boobs hit right at the shoulder or the back of their head. Or if I'm curling in the front of them, my boobs is right in their face. Imagine my boobs I got on a low cut tank and I'm in somebody's face curling their hair.
Some people would give you a big tip.
Well, where they at? Where they at? We can do after
Big
hours.
tip.
We can
No,
run the after
we're
hours.
not doing that. We're not
After
doing
hours
none of
salon.
that.
But no, seriously, just be more conscious of your body shape, and the things that you wear. Make sure there's a proper size. Like, there is no reason for you to be walking in the salon with a shirt that rises every time you take a step.
No. And let's be clear, even though in the summertime it gets hot, we're only hot on the outside, right? Hopefully the salons that people choose to work in, I know therapy is air conditioned to
Right.
the 10th power, but hopefully people have air conditioned salons, and I don't understand why we want to strip and take our clothes off when the summer comes, just because it's hot outside. I mean,
Yeah.
I know going from transition from work to home or from work to outside,
Yeah.
but if I was the client laying in the shampoo bowl and you had on a spaghetti strap
Oh yeah.
shirt and I happen to open my eye and I just get a bush of your underarms in my face,
Ooh-wee.
I'm offended. I don't even want to see the balls from your deodorant in my face. So for me, one of the biggest things in dress attire is please put on a shirt, a full shirt with sleeves, not long ones.
But yeah, they need to.
Closing your underarms. Yeah, that's offensive to me. Put it up.
It is, and I stopped wearing what I consider outside clothes to the salon because I was just literally getting them ruined.
Yeah.
When you cut hair, that stuff gets trapped in your clothes.
Hair splinters stay in your clothes.
And it literally gets into the fabric of the clothes, and it is almost impossible to get out.
Yes.
I can feel it when even after I wash the clothes and I put them back on, I can feel hair trapped in the clothes.
Fabric.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I just said, you know what? I'm going to have a work wardrobe where I'm decent.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have clothes for outside of work. indecent for me, I'm telling you. I'm going to Walmart. I'm going to the graphic tee section.
We love
And I'm
those.
going to the regular t-shirt section. That's all you're going to see me in at work.
I feel like graphic tees speak my life. They say what I don't want to say, like, bruh. Okay. Just, yeah, and it's good for work. So we love graphic tees.
My Do Not Disturb shirt, absolutely love that one.
They need to come up one that says just foolery. Just foolery. Yeah.
Yep.
Also,
Just
the perception of how you all should dress has been messed up too, because, man, I think this kind of goes inside with me with the gym attire.
oh Lord.
They play hand in hand for me. Like, me going to the gym is almost, trying to say it nicely. I mean, you going to the gym is almost like looking at a damn peep show half the time.
Yeah. It can kind of be a little offensive.
It's very offensive.
Yeah.
And some people have no body shaming, but some people have taken that a little bit too far. Like, you have your little thin little ladies, and they just feel like you can walk around in these biker shorts that's splitting and isolating your butt cheeks and stand around behind the chair with that on. We're not doing that. Even though that's for you. That's just not proper work attire. And if anybody's ever confused on what proper work attire should be, kind of look at what your corporate salons have done.
Correct.
Your corporate salons have set the mode on what they feel like is comfortable and working attire. Most of the time it's a uniform of black. Most of the time it's pants and slacks. It don't say nothing about no damn biker shorts.
Or no halter tops.
No halter tops.
Crop tops, spaghetti strap. You would never be able to pull that off in a JCPenney salon.
There's no way.
Or a posh salon.
There
Like, you
is-
truly have to be covered, completely covered. Meaning a nice slack, a nice pants.
Yeah.
You know, a shirt that covers all of your body cavities. Like,
But even taking it further, one of the parts of their salon attire is you have a smock or a lab coat.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that's part of the reason I wanted to be a hairstylist, because I wanted to wear that damn oversized lab coat.
a smile.
I wanted to wear that elaborate oversized smock, have on all black, like pants and top,
Yeah.
and I was moving and grooving. But, you know, just like I said, we have the liberty and they've given us so much that we can do, but we overstep. It's like they say, they give you an inch, you take a mile. Man, put it up.
And I think for a lot of us who are booth renters, you kind of feel like, I'm my own boss, I can do what I want to do. And essentially, you do take charge of your own finances, right? However, but as a booth renter, there's also a salon owner. Somebody owns the salon.
But that also
You
comes
rent a
into the way that you view yourself professionally,
Right.
too. If you literally want to be taken, you wouldn't think that your attire would tie into how they categorize you, right? Even though you shouldn't be categorized, but yeah, you are. Like, I'm categorized as a professional hairstylist. But sometimes the way you dress behind the chair can also make you either I can call her up tonight, get that hairstyle tomorrow, or dang, she's booked out months and months of Sundays because I can't get in contact with her.
Yep.
So it kind of what you put out there in the streets or how you dress behind your chair, it carries over to the person's perception of you. So cover it up. Put some of that up. Everybody don't want your belly on their back. Everybody don't want you to see your body unnecessarily in a professional setting, especially if you are giving a service. Just, be considerate.
That's all it boils down to. And I've seen some chic women come dressed to work to do hair. Like, baby got the blouse on with the cute little gaucho pants, and she's fire. Like, that is okay to dress too.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about is being completely offensive. And I think a lot of times, I don't think that you realize that you are offending people because it's such normal attire to you. And, in your mind, you feel like I can just wear what I want to wear. And kudos to you. But at the end of the day, you are a service provider.
Yes.
You are providing somebody a service, which means you have to look at all aspects.
Please.
You have to look at all aspects. Is my client who's sitting in this chair, are they genuinely comfortable? with me being dressed like this.
That's true.
If I'm bending over at this shampoo bowl and my boobs is kind of hanging 2-3 inches,
Is she okay with that?
like
So
is the other stylist in the salon okay with this? Like, you have to take everything and everybody into consideration when you are working in a salon.
yes.
Now, if you are running solo, I still say you need to take your clients into consideration.
You should, because what you put out is what you get
is
back.
what you get back.
What you put out is what you get back.
And I always said, and I feel like this, 9 times out of 10, our clients' personalities are like our personalities.
They are.
They mimic us and we mimic them, which is why I have a lot of styling appointments and I'm okay with that. Because to know me is to know that I'm extremely quiet until I get to know you.
Yes.
I won't say a word. Hey, how you doing? I'm cordial. I'm respectful, but I'm a very, very quiet person.
Very quiet.
And my clients are like that.
I'm trying to figure out that first couple of minutes. Like, what? What you like to do?
As soon as she walk in the door, her and her clients are talking. And I'm like, oh, my God.
Some of them. Sometimes some of them got a little bit too much in the morning. I'll be like, whoa.
Slow down, cowboy. But yeah, you just have to take all that into consideration when you are in a salon and who you could potentially be offending or who you could potentially be running off to never come back. And that's money lost.
Bottom line is, be, just be more conscious. Be more thoughtful about what you put on when you're coming to work. When you're coming to work, separate your clothes. Get your play clothes, your work clothes. But be more thoughtful. If you dress this way here, let it carry over. If you're dressing professional, just put it up. That's all I'm going to say. Just put it up.
Yeah, because it be times where, I'm a graphic tee legging girl, right? And then we got the barbershop next door, and the guys always come and say, hey, how y'all doing? Do y'all need anything? They'll, go get us some water and stuff like that.
We don't want no problems.
So it'll be times where I'll be out, and I'll run into somebody from the barbershop, and I clearly can recognize them, and they have no clue who I am.
Who she is. Because,
and I'll be like, it's me. And they be like, oh.
Right.
I didn't recognize you.
Right.
Like, well, that's the goal. Because I'm at work when you see me most of the time. So, I'm not coming to work to
impress
at all. I'm coming.
We're here to provide a service.
To provide a service. That's
in
it.
the summertime, it involves a little bit of sweat. I don't own it. I come to work, got on my work clothes, work face, bare.
Very bare.
We do what we do and just go home. And just like she said, when you see me out, we clean up good. Real good, but
yeah, I'm not saying come to the salon as a bum.
No.
I'm not saying that at all.
I do have my bum days.
Don't we all?
But it's still not bad.
No, most of my bum days is just a regular old 2-piece set, and I ain't got time. I don't feel like it. I'm going to work.
Thank God for locks.
But yeah, and if you are ever curious as to why black is a standard attire for the salon, it's because of the chemicals and the coloring. And if you do bleach something,
I can
you
color
can take
it in
that
with a
permanent
Sharpie.
marker and sharpie that bleach stain right on.
Ain't none of that. Oh man, I ruined my leggings.
No, I'm gonna bleach them bad boys, and then I'm gonna take my little Sharpie and fill it right on in, and I'm gonna wear them till I can't no more.
Look, sometimes the stuff gets bleached up too much. You might make it a custom pair. Throw some more bleach on it.
Some more, turn it into something else.
Yeah, customize that thing.
Yeah, I've done that too.
Well,
but we just want y'all to be mindful.
We've
mindful. Seen a lot. We've experienced a lot and some uncomfortableness.
Listen, I didn't see itty bitty in a 2-piece with a spaghetti strap with biker shorts, and all at the same time with some bear claw Uggs on.
This coffee's leaking.
Them Uggs look like they was bare feet. But and this, you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, it was terrible. Yeah. But that's when it started coming to my concern. Like, what are we doing? Where's your clothes at, little girl?
Yeah.
Little body. Little bitty body. Where your clothes at?
And I hate to feel like maybe we the aunties and maybe this is why
I claim it.
Such a big thing.
I'm going to be like T. I'm a yante.
A yanti?
I'm a yante.
Yeah, so I have noticed over time, it's just when it goes unaddressed, it becomes the norm. And next thing you know, you just have a bunch of stylists running around looking like they belong in the club.
But that's how you kind of lose control too, like, a little bit. And this is speaking from my own experience as being a salon owner. Like, I sometimes I sit back and I look at what the dynamic is going and what's going on, and I pay attention to. If you let it get away for so long, it becomes the norm. So we have a meeting coming up because I've let it get away for so long. So it's time to bring it all back, and put you know put some emphasis on what needs to be done and how presentation needs to be.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we would like to be known as professionals.
Yeah. Everybody in here should be known as a professional stylist. It shouldn't be categorized as, I got my hair done over at therapy, but oh girl back in that corner back there, It's one band, one sound.
One band, one sound.
One band, one sound. That's what it is. That's what I've always said, and that's what it's gonna be. So,
And if you do take offense to this,
you're bad.
take
Hit
a look
dog
in the mirror.
will holler.
Take a look in the mirror.
What's that Natalie Cole say? Take a look in the mirror. You know that song?
No.
Oh, you're bad.
My bad. No, I don't know that one.
Just saying, if this hits home for you, if you feel like we are, I'm not throwing darts at anyone in particular. But what I am doing is I am saying, if this hits you some type of way, then you do need to look at self and do some self-reflection. Like I said, once again, what you put out is what you get back. So if you want to come to work looking like slum, guess what you're going to get? Slum. But if you want to look more professional, even with the way you put yourself out in the streets, just because you getting up and going to the store don't mean to wear that pair of pajama pants to the store. Because guess what? As soon as you walk in that door, they have categorized you. You become what they think. Like they're looking at you because you decided to wear those pajama pants. So if you decide to wear those pajama pants behind the chair, somebody's going to think that you're a joke. You don't take what you're doing seriously. You're a joke. You didn't get up. You didn't prepare for this day because you didn't even take the time to get up and put on clothes.
Decent clothes.
So if you're feeling some type of way behind this, I'm sorry. I guess once again, I had to be the one to tell you. So sorry.
No.
Not sorry.
No.
But it is what it is.
It needs to be said because like we said, when you don't address something, it just gets
keeps
out of
going.
hand. It gets out of hand. And, people will take offense. That's okay.
But if you do take offense, I'm talking to you. You're bad.
It's okay.
Do
You
better.
can be offended.
Do better.
And like I said, it's no person in particular. There's no body type or body shape in particular.
No.
Just as a whole, as professional stylists behind the chair, we just have to do better. I mean, yep, because yep, we just have to do better, and just take everything into consideration moving forward. Take your coworkers into consideration. Take your clients into consideration. Take your potential clients into consideration. I think a lot of y'all have probably missed opportunities.
Yeah, because like here we're more like a close-knit family. So with me plotting to my exit out of the industry, her book is closed, but we have other stylists that are in the building that are professional stylists as well. So please know that those clients that sit in our chairs right now, as we're talking about how we're trying to exit or do whatever, they're looking in the salon to say,
who am I going to go to?
And all the while, they may ask us about your skill or they may question about the skill. They're looking further deep into it more than just the skill. They're looking at you as a person. What are you on time? Girl, because you're going to have me sitting outside 10 minutes and I ain't got time for that.
I don't do that.
These are the things that the potential clients are looking at the people who are in the salon now. But also they're looking at the way you dress, the way you talk. Girl, what's your personal life like? Because I'm already at a good mellow place and I can't bring your ish in with my ish because it's going to mess up my balance. So just think about these things as you're trying to grow your business, as you have potential clients that are sitting in the building, wherever you may be. So, hey.
Yeah, so with that, I think we have addressed enough.
Yeah, put that belly up.
Well,
Put it up.
it's a lot
Put
of
it
body
up.
parts that need to be put up. I
Y'all
mean, but
heard what
to
I
each
said
his
about
own.
that
If you feel
underarm.
like, this doesn't apply, let it fly. Um, and hopefully, just looking at the overall, you'll realize nothing that we say is to hurt. Nothing. And we are only speaking from experience and a lot of years of experience.
Yes.
A lot of years of experience and a lot of
Yes.
clients who won't leave. We have zero space on our books.
None. I got
Zero
asked
space.
yesterday. Like somebody asked me, I just been waiting. Did you get that Instagram message where I said, hey, are you taking new clients? I was like, And I made the mistake and said, well, my book is open for consultations. And from that one person, 3 people said, no.
Yeah, and that's because you have this is your reputation, right?
Yes.
You are known for being professional,
Yes.
being on time.
Yes.
And the people hate to say that. They say it all the time. They tell me, they're like, it's strict over there. Yes, it's very strict
It
over here.
is.
But my clients love it.
It is.
They love it. It's structure and routine over here, and
We
they
love it.
absolutely love it. So just reevaluate. And if you start doing some self-reflection and doing some reevaluation within your business practices and looking at everything as a whole, I promise you, those who are I have availability. It's one thing for your client to cancel on you because life happens and people cancel. But it's another thing to literally be online once or twice a week. I have availability. I have availability. I have
It's
availability.
huge.
Because I'm here to tell you, when my client cancel, I don't say nothing. I take my little break.
You and me both.
I take my break.
You and me both.
Every once in a blue moon, there might be somebody trying to go out of town, and I'm like, okay, I'll go ahead and slide them in. But for the most part, baby, I'm taking my break.
Incognito.
I am taking my break, and I'll just sit that hour or so out. I don't want to feel the spot. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, bless you, girl. I don't want to feel the spot. So
No. It gives me a chance to reflect or do nothing.
yeah,
Take that break.
Yeah. So once you learn literally what moves the clients and what keeps them happy and what keeps them coming back, and I promise you, your work attire has a lot to do with it. I promise you it does.
Just think about what you would want to see on a daily. That's all I have to say. If you work in an environment where you work with other people, including your clients, think about what you would want to look at.
And as a people, right, we all, you know how they say you eat with your eyes first? So if that person looks sloppy and nasty and they got dirt underneath their nails, you're not going to eat that food, right?
Ew.
So if I look at look at a potential stylist and they don't look put together and clothes is too small or they showing everything under the sun, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. I don't want it.
I'm good. Because we just visual. We're visual first.
I make hair contact before I make anything else. So I'm pretty sure that's not me. It's the contacts that we make first. Shoe contact, teeth contact, clothes, body. Just do right. Do better.
Do better.
Do better. Okay?
Do better.
All right, y'all. Well, we're going to wrap up this episode today.
Please like, comment, share, subscribe
All the things.
to the Give Back at YouTube.
Share. This is a great topic. Share. And go back and watch the other ones if you haven't. But
There's a lot of gems in them. It's a lot of gems in the previous episodes.
a lot. So just go pick some stuff up. Take some notes if you need to, Okay? All right.
All righty, ladies.
This has been the
and
Give
gents,
Back. This is Michonne Carter Fogle.
and Eureka Edison, and we're out.
Toodles.